Hello campers and welcome to this video for the Untitled Graveyard, where we're going to be talking about how to quickly manage some of your less loved files, ones that quickly got created and probably discarded in the bottom of your drive and forgotten about. All right, so I'm going to take you through some screenshots real quick, and then we're going to go through this live in Drive. But this is again, quick way to organize and get rid of some of those files that you're not using that are taking up needed space in your drive. So the first thing that we want to do is use the search bar in your Google Drive. So you're just going to go up to the very top, and instead of just typing in Untitled, we actually want to do some filters here. So we're going to click on the little sliders icon there. We're going to go down to Owner and select Owned by Me, because obviously we don't want to delete something that somebody else has shared with us. However, good factoid here is you cannot share a file with other users until you've named it. So they kind of try to keep that in place so that people wouldn't have a bunch of untitled documents in their drive. Then you're going to go down to the box called Item Name. So we want to look for items that have the word untitled in the title of the document. And that's to avoid pulling up any documents that have the word untitled somewhere in it. So by just focusing on the name of the file, that's going to help us filter it out even faster to look at just those things that we failed to title. All right, so then from there, you're going to hit search, and it's going to show you your search results. Typically, people are in the default list view where you get to see the name of the file type by the little icon here. You get to see that, yes, I am the owner. You get to see when it was last modified, as well as the file size. And then you get to see the location of it in your drive. Most of these are probably going to be located in My Drive and not inside of a folder. So again, they're kind of buried at the very bottom of your drive, hence Untitled Graveyard. Now to be able to see them a little better and get kind of a preview image of them, you actually want to be in grid view. So if you see the list view icon currently in your drive, if you click on it, it's going to switch over to grid view instead. Another way to quickly toggle between the two is just hit your V key on your keyboard to toggle between the two views. Okay. And once you do that, again, you get to see a nice little thumbnail of the file itself without all the other details that you saw in list view. And the reason for this is so that you can quickly peruse them and see automatically, oh yeah, this has nothing in it, I definitely don't need it, and then you can delete it very quickly. However, if you do want to see a file in its entirety so that you can better determine if it's worth keeping or not and worth finally giving it a name, christening it, you can select the file once just by clicking on it once. It turns blue, the little checkbox is checked, and then you can use the P key in order to open a quick preview. Now, this saves you some tab management hassle by not having a bunch of tabs open, because I don't know if you're like me and many of our Google users, but we tend to be tabaholics. So if we can avoid less tabs, the better. So by clicking P, you get to see a preview right there pop up in Drive without opening as a new tab. And then you can toggle with your arrow keys back and forth between files within this search results. So that's nice to just kind of give a quick page view, preview of each document to determine if you want to keep it or not. So let's say you do take a preview of it and you want to delete something. Now, you could go through the three dots menu in the top right corner and hit remove, but that takes a few extra clicks. So what you could do is just hit escape. That file is still going to be selected with the check mark and the blue box around it. And then you can choose to do one of these shortcuts. So if you want to keep it and you want to name it, just hit your N key on your keyboard, and then it's going to pop up with the title little text box, and you can type in what you want to call it. You can also hit the Z key to move it to a folder within your drive. So instead of, again, hitting the three dots and having to click File, Move to, all that good stuff, you can just do it with one little keystroke. Now, if you determine right away, yep, there's a reason I didn't title this because I don't need it. I just created it in a hurry and didn't really do much with it. If you want to trash it, you can just hit Shift-3 to get to that pound symbol or the hashtag symbol to remove it from your drive. Now, anytime you do that, it will say, hey, you removed it. Do you want to undo that? And you can click undo if you want, or just let it go. But know that it will be in your trash for about 30 days. So if you did need to go back in and salvage it for whatever reason, you have a month to do so. Otherwise, it's out of here. All right, so that is it.